Well, it can't be a priority if it's not actionable. So I think you have to reduce it to make sure that whatever is on your priority list can go into your template. And then if not, you take out whatever is least important, like you're triaging them.
For sure.
Yeah, the upper body pulling in this case would be the least important. That's why they're ordered. So you could actually talk about that. That like this is ordered from highest priority to lowest priority. And if this person only had 2 training sessions in the week, then you could eliminate one of these to make it so that you could fit all the stuff into the week.
And then I can mention here, when I go into it, we have 5 priorities. I think that I can confidently get all of these priorities into a template. When you go through your process with an athlete, you might have strength priorities, movement priorities, conditioning priorities, and there might be way too many priorities to get into a training block. So you're just running triage and making the most important ones in each one of them.
Can we put intermediate CF athlete up there and then just reference it, this example?
Above the left side?
Yes. No, right side. Right side.
Oh.
That's who that is.
Do we have a note about that? That last little bit. Like training.
What I just wrote for training availability needs to be expanded maybe a little bit. If you want to expand on what I just wrote there.
Okay.
Now we are going to move from a priority list into a plan of action. We're going to walk through that process using an example of an intermediate CrossFit athlete. So we have our priority list. We have 5 different things that this athlete needs to improve. Squat strength, pressing strength, specifically overhead, power endurance, specifically to hinging, unilateral strength endurance, specifically to the lower body, and then upper body pulling endurance. For these 5,
Okay, so one of the things that we had found, this is now the second course that we've done. If we have Max try and film the videos before we have stuff pre-written, then a lot of times we just forget about really important details. So what we do is we pre-write all of the content for the course first. So like I said, there's a pretty extensive manual here. But then the other thing that happens is Max is such an experienced coach that as he's going through riffing on some of these topics, he talks about things that we don't have included in the manual, so we go back and add them. That way, we have this manual that's kind of covers the entire course and a little bit more than he even goes over in the videos. And then we have the videos which kind of reinforce all the topics as we go and explain it from someone's perspective that has a shitload of experience coaching in the sport.
What's up?
What are you doing?
let's make them bigger then.
Basically, so like as Max is basically what Kyle was just talking about. So as Max is talking, I'm taking like the concepts that he's writing about and making a note about it, or just trying to like basically verbatim take what he said and put it into words, so it matches. So the manual basically matches the course videos.
What are you doing?
I need a big.
I'm the sous
big
chef.
box.
So I take
Max,
everything
title,
Max does
plan of
and makes
action
it
to
look
training
pretty.
template.
So Max looks pretty and tan now. And he sounds pretty.
Between rehab and being back on the competition floor.
So,
How many hours have you all done so far?
How many hours?
Oh, I don't
Like,
know.
how many hours have we spent in the garage, or how many hours of footage do we
How many
How many
days?
hours
very
of work to make this thing a thing?
Well, we've been.
Fuck, if you count the manual writing,
This is day 17 of filming.
hundreds.
I think.
I don't know.
Hundreds?
Kyle and I go home and write, so I don't know how to quantify that.
I think this may actually
Yeah,
tell
and
us.
I have to do this for
And
all
you
of
have
them,
to prep. Yeah, I don't know. It's
so a lot.
way more.
Way more than
it's
double.
way more than the actual filming time.
You had to guess. How many hours? 3, 2, 1.
18
100.
times,
Whoa.
at a minimum, 18 times 6. Because we're in here
What is
at least
that?
6 hours a day.
That's 108.
108. Okay,
I
add
think.
on the.
Check that math.
Hold on.
If I did that math quickly and got it wrong.
108.
Oh, yeah.
Crushed it.
So that's why I said it's a reasonable amount of priorities to get into a training program. But if I had 15 priorities here, I might have a really hard time trying to fit 15 training priorities into 3 days. It would be 5 different exercises or 5 different multiple exercises to address those things, because some of these are actually done twice a week. So that could make it very, very, very impractical to get into an actual training program. So these are all of the variables that you're considering when you're trying to go from your priority list to a plan of action. Now that we have this beautiful plan of action up here, the next step is taking this plan of action and putting it into the template structure that we created based on their availability. So let's talk about that next step of the process in the next video. Cool.